In the unforgiving heart of the wild, power means survival, and survival is never promised. He is a legend in his domain, a towering beast known as Titan, a silverback gorilla whose strength can bend trees and whose roar silences the forest. But from beyond the jungle come 10 ruthless predators bred for the hunt, a pack of wolves united by hunger and led by an alpha with eyes set on conquest. One Titan, 10 hunters, no backup, no escape, just instinct, muscle, and the fight for life. The wild doesn't care who you are, only if you're strong enough to stand when the blood hits the ground. Can the silverback survive? Let the battle begin. Titan, a name that echoes through the jungle like a thunderclap. He stands as the undisputed king of his domain, his muscles rippling beneath a thick coat of dark fur, his chest rising and falling with each powerful breath. Standing at nearly 6 feet tall and weighing in at over 400 pounds, he is a true force of nature. His very presence commands respect, and any creature who dares to challenge him knows it will be a battle for their life. But Titan's life is not one of peace. Once, he led a troop, his family, his strength and protection guiding them through the harshest conditions. But now, alone, he roams the dense jungle, his powerful frame casting long shadows in the underbrush. The sounds of the forest are his only companions, the rustle of leaves, the distant calls of birds, and the occasional crack of a branch beneath his mighty hands. Titan moves with the grace of a predator, his eyes scanning every inch of the terrain. His intelligence is his greatest asset. He reads the land, understands its rhythms, and knows the dangers that lurk within it. As he walks, he grips a tree with ease, pulling himself up with the strength only a gorilla possesses. His sight sharpens at the slightest movement in the distance, and his hearing is attuned to every rustle of wind through the leaves. For now, he is alone. But Titan is not just a beast of muscle. He is a survivor, a master of his jungle kingdom, and any creature foolish enough to threaten him will learn the true meaning of strength. The jungle may be a brutal place, but Titan's survival is built on more than just raw power. It's built on wisdom, instinct, and the will to endure. As Titan pauses by a river to drink, he senses something out of place. His instincts kick in, his senses heightened. Something is near, something dangerous. He slowly rises, his gaze shifting from the water to the trees, the hairs on the back of his neck standing tall. He is no stranger to danger, but this is different. Something in the air feels heavy, like a storm is coming. The Moonfang pack moves in the shadows, their eyes glistening with hunger as they move with deadly precision. Led by Kyle, the alpha, they are a finely tuned hunting machine, a force built on years of instinct and coordination. Kale's eyes, sharp and calculating, scan the forest floor as he leads the pack deeper into the jungle. Each wolf is a trained predator, and together they are unstoppable. The pack is large, 10 wolves in total, each one seasoned in the art of the hunt. They communicate with mere glances, their movements synchronized, their steps light and soundless. The jungle's dense undergrowth and towering trees provide perfect cover, but their quarry is near. They have caught the scent of the silverback. Titan's powerful presence lingers in the air, and the wolves follow it with practiced precision, their senses honed to the sharpest point. They stay low, moving swiftly through the underbrush, their paws barely making a sound on the forest floor. Their keen noses track the scent of Titan as it grows stronger, the excitement palpable. Kyle, ever watchful, raises his head, eyes fixed on the distant figure of the gorilla. The pack halts, waiting for the signal, each wolf crouched low, ready to pounce at a moment's notice. The alpha's eyes flick from one wolf to another, each one locked in place, their muscles coiled with anticipation. They know that patience is key. They have hunted larger prey before, but this will be their greatest challenge yet. The leader's tail flicks, and in an instant the pack moves forward, more silent than a whisper. They fan out, their strategy clear, They will encircle Titan, test his strength, and strike when the time is right. Titan may be powerful, but they are many, they are patient, and they are relentless. As they draw closer, the scent of Titan grows stronger. The wolves are ready. Kyle takes a slow, deliberate step forward, signaling the start of the hunt. It's only a matter of time before they close in on their target. And once they do, nothing will stop them. Titan's senses flare. The hairs on the back of his neck stand up, his instincts screaming that something is wrong. He feels it before he sees it, a presence lurking in the shadows. His muscles tense, his body coiling like a spring ready to unleash. Every part of him is alert as he scans the jungle around him, eyes narrowing as the faintest sounds reach his ears. The crack of a twig, a low growl, the unmistakable sound of paws against the earth. He turns quickly, his powerful frame shifting with surprising speed. And there they are, the wolves, emerging from the shadows like ghosts, their eyes locked onto him, their movements calculated. They are closing in from every angle, surrounding him. The pack, 10 hungry predators. Titan's heart pounds in his chest, but he doesn't flinch. He has faced danger before, but this is different. They are not just any hunters. These wolves are methodical, trained, and relentless. The alpha, Kale, steps forward, his eyes never leaving Titan. A challenge, a warning. Titan roars, a deep guttural sound that rumbles through the jungle, shaking the air around him. His arms raise, his chest swells, and he thunders towards the nearest wolf, swiping with the force of a wrecking ball. One of the wolves, too slow to react, is sent flying, crashing into a tree with a sickening thud. But the others are already on him, leaping, circling, their teeth bared. Titan grits his teeth, his fists swinging in powerful arcs, connecting with the wolves that dare come too close. He catches one by the throat, his fingers tightening like iron as the wolf struggles to break free. With one swift motion, he slams it into the ground. Another wolf tries to bite his leg, but Titan kicks out, sending it tumbling backwards. The jungle echoes with the sounds of battle, the snapping of jaws, the growls, the sound of flesh hitting flesh. Titan fights with the fury of a beast defending his life, each blow a reminder of his power. But the pack is relentless. They are everywhere, attacking from all sides, each wolf using their speed and teamwork to wear him down. For every wolf he knocks back, 2 more take their place. He's surrounded, outnumbered, and each moment brings more pain as the wolves close in. His muscles burn with effort, his vision blurs with exhaustion. But Titan refuses to give up. He won't let them take him down. Not this time. Not without a fight. Titan's roar echoes through the jungle as he fights to stay on his feet. His chest heaves with every breath, blood mixing with the dirt that clings to his fur. The wolves are relentless, their jaws snapping, their claws sinking into his skin. He swings wildly, knocking one wolf aside, but another immediately takes its place, sinking its teeth deep into his shoulder. The pain is intense, but he doesn't falter. His survival instinct kicks in, pushing him to fight even harder. A wolf lunges for his throat, its teeth glinting in the moonlight. Titan reacts in a blur, slamming the wolf aside with a vicious backhand. But even as one wolf falls, the others are already on him again. They swarm him, leaping, biting, pulling him in all directions. Every time he forces one off, another takes its place. Titan's mind races. He's never faced such an onslaught. These wolves, they're not just attacking with brute force. They're smart, coordinated, moving as a unit. His strength alone may not be enough to fight them all off. His body aches, his wounds deepening, his strength beginning to wane. But his spirit, his will to survive, that remains unbroken. His eyes lock onto Kale, the alpha, who stands back for a moment, watching with cold, calculating eyes. The wolves continue their assault, but Kale is waiting for the perfect moment. Titan knows this. He can feel the alpha's gaze on him, sizing him up, looking for weakness. But Titan won't give him the satisfaction. He roars again, this time louder, more powerful, and his hands tear through the pack, sending wolves tumbling backward. Kyle steps forward at last, his eyes narrowing. This is it. The final showdown. Titan grits his teeth, raising his fists. He charges, moving faster than before, his rage fueling him. He crashes into Kyle, sending the alpha flying backward. The wolves scatter momentarily, stunned by the sheer force of Titan's attack. But Kale recovers quickly, growling as he charges again. The two Titans meet in a brutal clash, their strength and fury colliding in a storm of power and force. The battle rages on, but in that moment, it's clear. The outcome is still in the balance. Who will fall first? And who will emerge as the true king of the wild? Titan's body is covered in blood, his fur matted and torn. He staggers, struggling to stay on his feet. His once unshakable strength is starting to fade, and the pain is overwhelming. His breath comes in ragged gasps, each inhale a battle in itself. The wolves, though also wounded, press on relentlessly, never giving him a moment to recover. Their eyes gleam with the thrill of the hunt, and they circle around him like vultures, waiting for him to fall. A sharp pain shoots through his side as another wolf sinks its teeth into his leg, pulling at his muscle. Titan roars in agony but manages to shake the wolf off with a powerful kick. He grits his teeth, trying to ignore the pain, but it's becoming too much. His vision blurs as the world around him spins. Every move feels like an effort, and he's losing ground. His limbs are heavy, his movements slower now. For a brief moment, doubt creeps into his mind. Can I survive this? Then, the wolves close in again. One tries to latch onto his arm, another aims for his throat. Titan's muscles burn, but he fights through it, each movement slower than the last. He knocks one wolf away, but it's no use. More take their place. He's trapped. There's no escape. He's surrounded, the pack moving in like a force of nature. The alpha, Kale, circles closer, waiting for the right moment to strike. Titan stumbles, his knees buckling. For a split second, it feels like the end. He's weakened, bloodied, exhausted, and outnumbered. But then, he hears it. The sound of his troop calling from the distance. The faint cries echo through the trees, rising above the sounds of battle. It's his family, his strength, the very sound of his world. Titan's eyes snap open, his chest rising with a sudden surge of determination. He grits his teeth, his bloodied hands forming fists once more. He won't fall. Not like this. Not when they need him. With a roar of defiance, Titan forces himself to his feet, pushing through the overwhelming pain. His gaze locks onto Kale, and in that instant, something changes. The power of the pack, the bond with his troop, ignites a fire deep within him. His movements become more fluid, more focused. Every instinct in his body screams for survival. He's not done yet. Not by a long shot. Titan swings his massive arm, knocking another wolf aside. The pack falters for a moment, hesitant. Titan's roar fills the air once more, louder and more powerful than before. He charges forward, his fury unmatched. The wolves scatter, confusion creeping into their ranks. They didn't expect this. They didn't expect him to rise again. Kale growls, but the alpha can see the shift in the tide. The moment of doubt settles into his eyes. Titan is stronger than they thought, stronger than even he thought. And in that moment, the wolves hesitate, and the battle takes a new turn. Titan's roar shakes the jungle as he charges forward, his powerful legs propelling him with a speed that defies his exhaustion. His massive arms swing with precision, knocking wolves aside like they're mere distractions. He is a force unleashed, a primal creature fueled by the will to survive. The wolves scramble to regain their footing, but it's too late. Titan is on a rampage, his fury driving him past the point of pain. The remaining wolves hesitate, unsure of what to do. They've never seen anything like this. A single gorilla, bloodied and bruised, but still standing tall in the face of overwhelming odds. The fear in their eyes is unmistakable, and for the first time in this battle, they question their chances. Titan's eyes burn with fury, but also with something else, a deep, unwavering will to protect his life, his land, and his place in this world. Kale, the alpha, growls, rallying his pack to regroup. He knows that Titan is strong, but he can see the fatigue creeping into the Silverback's movements. This fight isn't over, not yet. The wolves circle, moving in on Titan again, but this time, it's different. There's an undeniable shift in the air, a change in the rhythm of the battle. The wolves are no longer certain, no longer as coordinated as before. Titan's defiance has rattled them, and they hesitate, unsure of their next move. Titan stands tall, his chest heaving with every breath, but his resolve is clear. He swings at another wolf that dares come too close, sending it flying backward. The others recoil, giving him the space he needs. His eyes lock onto Kale, and for a moment, time seems to slow. The alpha looks back at him, a flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. The silverback gorilla is not an easy prey. He is not going to give up. The pack retreats, eyes still on their prey, but Titan's presence is too much for them to ignore. He takes another step forward, every ounce of strength he has left funneled into his next move. The wolves, seeing that the tide has turned, begin to pull back. One by one, they slink into the shadows, their hunger no longer outweighing their fear. Kyle growls once more, but even he knows when a fight is lost. Titan stands victorious, bloodied but unbroken. His chest rises and falls with every breath, the exhaustion hitting him all at once. He's survived. The battle is over. The jungle has tested him, and he has passed. The wolves may have been many, but Titan's strength, will, and determination were enough to send them fleeing into the night. As the last wolf disappears into the darkness, Titan raises his head high, his roar echoing into the night. He is the king of the jungle, and nothing, not even 10 wolves, can take that from him. The jungle falls silent, the only sound now the heavy breathing of Titan as he stands alone, victorious. The night is still, the distant calls of other creatures echoing in the distance. The battle has ended, but the weight of it hangs in the air. Titan's body is battered, his fur matted with blood and dirt. His muscles ache with exhaustion, but there is no denying the quiet pride that fills his chest. He has survived, and he has defended his place in this unforgiving world. For a moment, Titan simply stands there, his chest heaving, the adrenaline still coursing through his veins. He looks around at the jungle he calls home, the place where he reigns as king, where he once led a troop, where he now remains alone, but undefeated. The silence is almost deafening now, the absence of the pack's howls leaving a void that the jungle itself seems to mourn. But then, the faint sound of movement catches his attention. He turns his head, eyes scanning the shadows. His hand instinctively clenches into a fist, ready to fight once more if needed. But it's not the wolves, it's something else, something smaller, something familiar. A rustling from the trees. A figure appears in the distance, moving cautiously toward him. It's his family, the troop he once led, the ones he fought for. His heart swells as he sees them, his chest filling with a sense of relief and longing. Despite the battle, despite the pain, they're here. They've come back. The calls he heard earlier were not a figment of his imagination. They were real. His family, his troop, had been watching. They had heard the battle and knew their leader was in danger. And now, they return. Titan's posture softens as he lowers his fists. He watches them carefully as they move toward him, their faces full of cautious curiosity, yet the bond between them is clear. They approach him slowly, one by one, recognizing the strength and resilience that still radiates from him. Titan may have been alone in battle, but he is not alone in this moment. His family is here, returning to their king. With a deep, steady breath, Titan lowers his head, the weight of the battle finally beginning to settle into his bones. He may have won the fight, but he knows the true victory lies in the bond he shares with his troop. They are his strength, his reason for enduring. Together, they are unstoppable. As they gather around him, Titan stands tall once more, his pride and his love for them shining through. The jungle may have tested him, but it has also reminded him of what matters most: his family, his legacy, his survival. And with them by his side, he knows he will continue to reign as the true king of this wild world. The camera pulls back, slowly fading out as Titan stands among his troop, the jungle alive with the sounds of their calls. The battle may be over, but the jungle's story is far from finished. And as the sun begins to rise, a new chapter begins. The first light of dawn breaks through the dense jungle, casting a soft glow on the battlefield. The trees, once shrouded in the darkness of the night, now stand tall in the early morning light, their leaves shimmering with the remnants of the storm that raged through the night. The quiet that follows the chaos is almost surreal, as if the jungle itself is catching its breath. Titan stands with his family, his troop gathered around him, their presence a silent acknowledgement of his strength. His body, battered and bruised, is still a testament to his resilience. Every scar, every wound tells the story of his survival. He is a warrior, and this jungle is his kingdom. The wolves came with hunger in their eyes, but they learned something in their defeat. Titan's strength lies not just in his muscles, but in his heart, his will, and his unwavering desire to protect what is his. As Titan's gaze sweeps over his troop, his eyes soften. There's a sense of peace that settles over him, a quiet understanding that the battle is over and the jungle is safe once more. His family stands strong, their eyes filled with respect for their leader, their protector. Titan may have faced 10 wolves, but it was the strength of his bond with them that carried him through. They are his reason for living, his purpose, and together, they are a force that no predator can defeat. The camera lingers on the Silverback's face for a moment, capturing the quiet pride and exhaustion in his eyes. The roar of victory still echoes in his chest, but it's tempered now with a deep sense of fulfillment. He may not have led a troop in the way he once did, but in this moment, he's reminded that leadership isn't just about dominance. It's about resilience, about standing tall when everything else is stacked against you, and about the unbreakable ties that bind a family together. As the jungle begins to come alive with the sounds of birds and distant creatures, Titan turns away from the battlefield, leading his troop deeper into the heart of the jungle. The struggle is behind them, but the journey forward is still ahead. The jungle may be unforgiving, but as long as they stand together, there is nothing they cannot overcome. The camera pulls back, the golden light of the new day bathing the jungle in a soft, peaceful glow. Titan walks with his family, his legacy solidified in the blood-stained soil beneath his feet. His story is far from over, and the wild still holds countless challenges. But for now, peace reigns. And the jungle knows, as it always has, that the Silverback is its true king. The screen fades to black, leaving the sound of the jungle filling the silence, a reminder that the wild is always alive, always changing, always full of stories yet to be told.